The following is a paid program and does not necessarily reflect the opinions of the staff or management of Visionary Related Entertainment.
Okay, I love Hawaii. I'm making that announcement right now as we start the show. I love Hawaii. There's nothing any better.
Danny
Nothing
Couch.
better. Danny Couch and I love Hawaii. Couldn't be better than that.
No, absolutely.
So here we are. We've got lots of little listings to talk and big ones and
Yeah.
things that are happening.
And since we just dodged a fairly good sized tropical storm,
And it was a hurricane.
well, it was a hurricane, but then downgraded to a tropical storm and it kind of bypassed us. But I wanted to give a big shout out to our Red Cross volunteers. Chris from our office, his wife is very instrumental in the Red Cross, and they were all geared up to man the shelters and so forth. And amazing job they do, the American Red Cross.
I mean, they both are absolutely amazing in what they were set to do. He was in our office on floor time one of the days, and his wife was running around getting things together because all of a sudden you've got to have everything there, everything ready. You need enough water, enough this, enough that. And then for them, I mean, it's got to be the ultimate. And now we're just back putting stuff away again.
So,
has to be hard.
Right. Anyway, a big shout out to all the volunteers with the American Red Cross.
What's her name? I'm sorry. I don't.
I can't remember.
Oh.
Yeah. Anyway.
So embarrassing.
Yeah.
We're going to get knocked on the head for that one. Anyway, so we're back onto real estate. Market's still kind of crazy in a way.
Yeah, you know what's interesting? We're still very active. A lot of escrows, a lot of sales closing. In terms of number of sales, we're down a little bit compared to previous years, but still very active. And I think lack of inventory has more to do with lack of sales than anything else.
I think you're right, but I'd say there's really way less sales because of the lack of inventory.
Totally, yeah.
Okay, but people are still buying, still asking questions, still in there. The hardest people right now to buy, I would say, are local residents, but we have done a few sales in our office, definitely geared to the local resident who has figured out that renting is no way to go anymore.
No, it isn't. And, it's interesting. There's a lot of ways to structure financing right now. Work with your realtor, and as you're making your offers on various properties, see if the seller will participate in buying down your loan. If the seller will contribute a point or two, lower your interest rate, and by all means start looking at adjustable rates. Everybody says, well, the fixed rates are up at 6.5%, 7%, whatever. The adjustables are around 5%, and if they're fixed for 5 years, 7 years, you can refinance anytime within that period. You may sell your property. There's a lot of variables. So work with your realtor. Hopefully you'll work with one of us at Coldwell Banker, Island Properties. And you can always call myself, Roy, 808-870-7060, or Betty at 808-870-7062. And we'll certainly work with you and or help you find the right realtor for whatever location you're looking at.
One of the things that hasn't been done, or I haven't seen it done, is seller financing. And for the right seller, it can make sense because they're, let's say aging, anyone, even in our age group, people that are ready to sell, are just using the money for investments, et cetera. Well, they can just use it as an investment, have a reasonable interest rate, interest only, which doesn't pay anything back, but it also makes your payment less. And I think that is going to be available again.
No, there's a variety of ways you can construct an offer. And work with your realtor. There's a lot of different ways to go about it.
Sometimes even, everybody says, no, the owner won't do that. They won't carry financing, but talk to your realtor and make an offer that has financing and see where it goes. They've got to present it, and it'll probably not work, but it could. And that's how we bought the first place that we bought at Kapalua, was with owner financing.
Owner financing, absolutely.
And at the time,
interest rates, mortgage rates were like 10%, 12% maybe, very high. And we got owner financing at 6%.
it was a great loan at the time.
Right.
And he was a foreign seller, really wanted the deal done, wanted to not own anything anymore out of his country, and he held it for quite a few years.
Yeah, we refinanced in 3 years or 4 years, something like that.
Something like that.
Yeah, but anyway, a lot of different ways to structure a purchase. So, again, contact your realtor. We'll work with you and help you all the way through.
And there's so many. Again, there's no inventory, but when you start looking, you find it. It is, they're coming on the market, they're selling. You'll figure it out. And again, Roy is so right. You've got to start. Find a realtor that you can talk to, that will check in with you from time to time, that will watch the price range that you're interested in, and they'll make it happen.
Absolutely.
So
no question. And have fun doing it too.
You may as well, because
absolutely.
There's no reason to not have fun doing it. And to keep looking. And every time you see something, call your realtor and ask questions about it. And there'll be so many times that, but I think, most of us right now, you have somebody right now that you talk to a lot. And I don't know. I think it's really a great time to be taking time with your realtor, who probably has a little more time than he did a year and a half ago, to assist you in trying to figure out something that will work and get you into the real estate market. So let's try. Absolutely.
And here's a good one to look at, too. This is a listing in Lahaina at 1640 Ku'uipo Street, listed by Mihaila Stoops from our office. This is a 4-bedroom, 3-bath, single-family home, 2,600, just under 2,700 square feet. And listed at $1,495,000. $1,495,000. It's on about a quarter of an acre of land, also, which is pretty cool. So 4 bedrooms, 3 baths, just under 2,700 square feet at 1640 Ku'uipo Street. And again, you can call myself, Roy, at 808-870-7060, or Betty at 808-870-7062, or check out our website, sakamotoproperties.com, and you can look at details of this listing.
I'm just looking at another one here. We're saying that there are these things available, and when you take a good look, there are these things available. This is a 1-bedroom, 1-bath at Kahana Manor, listed at $559,000. Again, it's livable. It's right there. You can get places. You can get pizza right downstairs.
Yeah.
Very good pizza.
Across the street from the ocean.
Right across the street from the ocean. And I think, we sold one a while ago to some people that I actually tried to talk out of it. And I felt really bad afterwards because there was another agent who was involved in it. But it was our company, and he had asked, for our help. But the people were really sold on it. They fixed it up and have been there like for 4 or 5 years and are selling it now.
And really happy.
And they're really happy. They were tickled to death. They could get food easily. They were probably in our age group. I don't remember specifically, but they really fell in love with where they were. They could get everywhere. And you could actually get buses from there.
Yeah, downstairs.
Right downstairs.
Yeah.
So I think that really made a huge difference. That's listed by Ray Chin from our office. Ray's cell phone is 808-344-2677. Ray Chin. Give Ray a call, and he will help you figure out if you can make this happen.
And here's another one listed by Ray also. This is a single-family home at 112 Oleander Place. It's in Kahana. 3 bedrooms, 3 baths, little over 2,400 square feet. And it's listed at $1,695,000. $1,695,000, and 3 bedrooms, 3 baths. It's a great location in the Kahana Ridge subdivision in Kahana, in West Maui. So Ray Chin, and again, you can, to reach Ray or any one of our agents that we're talking about the listing here, call myself, Roy, at 808-870-7060, Betty at 870-7062.
Okay. Check in with us. We're expecting Dr. Eston to check in with us today. And he may be on the phone right now. I'm not sure about that. But I guess he is. So let's get Doc Eston on to fill us in on what's going on medically, what's going on. Are you there, Dr. Eston?
I'm here. Good afternoon, Betty.
Perfect.
Hi, Roy. Aloha to everybody out there listening. This is kind of a medical up-to-date and state status report on what's happening with the virus, the COVID virus that we've had for the last 3 years, and I've got nothing to report except good news. It's not over, but even the most cautious of us are moving on. It's still out there, but in smaller numbers, and people generally aren't as sick, so that's all good news.
That's perfect. And you were mentioning a little earlier something that I think you're going to wait and really touch on in a couple of weeks. But we all started kind of chatting about it here. So do you want to give us any little hints on it?
I'll give you a little hint, and then we'll fill you in a lot in 2 weeks. It's everything you've been reading about in the news, this new miracle weight loss drug that's out there for people who picked up poundage over the last few years with the epidemic and would like to get back to their healthiest weight. And they've been doing everything right. They've been dieting, they've been exercising, but somehow they're still not where they want to be or should be. And all this new medicines, that whole new class of medicines called semaglutides, and the brand name that you've heard about is Ozempic, and it's certainly been on TV a lot. It's really very effective, very safe, tremendous results. The pounds are melting off, and it's all got to be done under medical supervision, of course. We get lab tests initially, and then we follow things up. But things are great in terms of the results so far. The medicine itself has been out since 2004, and so now we're looking at it, providing access to it in our offices. And if there's anybody that wants to find out some more information before I fill you in a couple of weeks, just go to our website, which is docmaui.com, and then you can just call the office phone numbers, and they'll be happy to fill you in on it or schedule an evaluation for you. It's expensive. Sometimes it's $1,400 a month, but we've got a agreement with a state licensed compounding pharmacy here on the island that can prepare it for a lot less money, maybe $200 a month for people, but insurance doesn't pay for it. But it's fantastic. So more details in 2 weeks, or else just go to our website to find out a little bit more. To schedule an appointment to come in for an evaluation, which is covered by your insurance, and we can give you more information there. Let me get back to where we are with COVID and give you some more good news on that. The last 3 years, of course, it was the third leading cause of death in this country, behind heart disease and cancer. We all know people who were affected by it. This year, it's dropping to number 4, which is good. So it's still significant. A lot of elderly people are affected. But we've had some pretty good response to the vaccinations. A lot of people have gotten the boosters, not as many as we'd like, but most of people have. And then we've gotten some immunity and protection from just being exposed to it. So a lot of people are positive, but they're not real sick. The isolation guidelines are still, if you are positive, to stay by yourself at home for 5 days and then have a mask for another 5 days if you return to work. And that's probably going to be in place for the whole year. The tests are no longer free from the government. So you can purchase them at your own cost if you want at a pharmacy or our doctor's office or any doctor's office will have them. And we've got the rapid tests so you can know right away what's going on. You've heard about a lot of people catching COVID more than once. That's normal. Most people will get it 3 to 5 times, and it'll get milder each time, just like a cold. You get a different cold virus or a different variation every time. And then, of course, the question is this ever going to go away at all? And the answer is, unfortunately, not. It's still a new virus, and it's becoming what we call endemic, which means very widespread and accepted in the whole population. So it's not going away at all. We still have to get vaccinated once a year to make sure we're not at risk. We're still going to have 40 or 50,000 people in this country this year die, unfortunately, from COVID, and that's close to what we have from auto accidents, suicides, or firearms. So it's a significant number, but it'll go down every year. And then, of course, we have people who have so-called long COVID, where they have the symptoms for years and years and years, and that has to be treated medically. Difficult to evaluate, difficult to treat, hard to tell who's going to get it, but it's certainly one of the reasons to get vaccinated if you haven't yet. And this year, the new vaccination and the booster will be included with the flu shot in September and October. So wherever you get your flu shot, if it's at the pharmacy or your doctor, you can get the COVID booster right along with it, which is fantastic. And the other good news is those pesky fiberglass shields that we had between us and the bank teller or us at a hotel desk or a restaurant. Those are all gone. They didn't do that much anyway, but they got in the way. If you had a mask on and the person working there had a mask on, nobody could figure out who was saying what. So
Yeah.
we kind of got those
It
gone,
happens.
which is good. Yeah, it happens. But it's good news that they're gone. But
Perfect. We
the
should.
only thing we got to remember is to stay vigilant, use common sense about people who are sneezing and coughing, wash your hands.
Okay. Well, we will talk to you in the next couple of weeks to get us more of the information on the weight loss drug. And now we will get back to some real estate here.
Fantastic.
Sound good?
Thanks. Aloha. to
Thanks for
everybody out
calling
there.
so much,
Thanks.
Norm.
Thanks for
Thank
calling
you.
in.
Aloha, Betty.
Aloha.
Aloha.
Okay, you got another one there that we might want to talk
Yeah,
about?
here's one. It's a great listing. It's Kristen Kingwell from our office. Has a 1-bedroom, 1-bath at the Breakers. This is in the Honokawai area of West Maui. Fairly new listing, and it's listed at less than $500,000, $499. It's a 1-bedroom, 1-bath at the Breakers, which has a good portion of owner occupants in the building. And if I remember, they don't allow short-term rentals, no vacation rentals at the Breakers. So you won't be disturbed with the people leaving to go to Haleakala at 2 o'clock in the morning.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Interesting.
It's
I'm
a
just
great-
kind of
great
glancing
buy.
through a couple of these properties that are for sale right now. One of them that happens to be ours, 62 at the Ironwoods, has to be the greatest ironwood listed for sale right now. It doesn't have a huge view, which has been a little bit of a downside, with some of the people that have looked at it. But when you're in there and you're looking at the property, when they redid it, they took it down to the studs.
Absolutely.
Absolutely could
Yeah.
not be a better
Including
property.
the floor, where they actually leveled the floor.
It really is. It's one of the greatest ironwood units that I've seen. And if somebody's really looking for a place to live, it's listed at $4,350,000. Again, everything has been done. It's listed furnished. It doesn't have everything in there. There's a lot of artwork that isn't going to stay. But I think for somebody really looking for a home and being at Kapalua, there's a huge grassy area out in front of it.
Very private.
Very, very private.
Yeah.
It's really worth looking at. So I think if you're looking for something, give us a call. Roy and I have it listed. You can reach Roy at 808-870-7060, and he will see to it that one of us gets you in quickly. And the owners are set and waiting and ready to have it shown, so that we've got them all ready, and it's really spectacular. spectacular.
It really is, and it can be shown pretty much with very little notice. The owners are in residence, but they are immaculate and pretty much showable anytime.
I think we should have them come and stay at our house when we're showing it.
Yeah.
See if they could make that work. Look the same way. Anyway, theirs is spectacular. It is. I could say that 100 times. Every time I walk in again, I think, oh, come on, let's get this sold. The price was adjusted recently, and that has given us, I think, a lot of additional phone calls. So keep that one in mind and call us, because I think, or call your agent and tell them you'd really like to see this property.
That's Ironwoods number 62 at Kapalua.
Give us a call. Really, really nice.
Now, here's another great buy for an owner-occupant or for an investor. It's at Pohailani. It's a 2-bedroom, 1-bath at Pohailani, Maui. It's listed at $635,000. Great price. 2 bedrooms, 1 bath. Listed with Diana Mullen from our office. But again, call myself, Roy, or Betty at 808-870-7060, 808-870-7062. Or easiest is to look up the listing at sakamotoproperties.com.
We haven't been mentioning that, but if you go to sakamotoproperties.com, you can see everything that we have on the market right now. You can also get into the MLS and look at any property anywhere on the island and give us a call on any of those also. But it really is a great way to find properties and look at them. Sakamoto
right.
Properties.
And, if you're interested also in upcountry or central Maui, Kihei, Wailea, we've got offices in all of these areas. So, let us know what you're interested in. If you're interested in upcountry, Wailea, give us a call. We can help you.
We do have some amazing agents on our staff, and they are spectacular.
Fantastic.
So I think,
Plus, with our expansion now, we've got offices on the Big Island. So if you are looking for Big Island property on Kauai or Oahu, we've got great contacts, and we can certainly help you.
and really wonderful people. I think that's one of the best things at Coldwell Banker. They really take care in who they're hiring and who's going to be on the staff. And in our office, there's somebody there pretty much all day, every day, from, let's say, 8 o'clock to 4 o'clock, and usually
Later,
6 or 7,
actually,
right,
yeah.
Exactly. But, if somebody walks in our office at Kapalua, you're going to find someone, you can sit and chat with them for a while, and learn a lot about real estate.
Or, if you're looking to sell also, because we haven't talked much about selling, but if you're out there interested in selling your property, let us help you.
Absolutely. Let us help you. And I think that really does make a huge difference. Come in, especially a Kapalua or West Side property. Come into our office. Roy and I are there off and on. We're not there all day, every day. But we can be reached. We live nearby, so that we'll be down there and get together with you. But let's introduce you to someone if it's something that we don't specialize in.
Yeah, absolutely.
Well, it looks like we've got like the 1-minute warning. And it's been kind of a funny time over the last couple days with the whole hurricane coming, not coming. I got on the road once yesterday, and it was empty. I had to go down to Lahaina for something, and that was something. Anyway, Danny Couch coming back up with I Love Hawaii.
We love Hawaii.
And thank you all for listening. 2 weeks, we'll be on here.
Aloha.
Aloha.